brand new forest and ore industry, and our long awaited bridge from City McCity face over into the rest of our build. This bridge is already plagued with traffic. Are you surprised? I'm not. And a nice little trumpet interchange. Very, very simple, very easy, but just such a blast to build. But guys, let's get into the meat and the potatoes. Today's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna be switching gears a little bit. We've been focusing on cities and kind of building out city infrastructure, and we're gonna be changing a little bit today. But before we do that, I wanna show you a couple things. One, we're making $2.4 million an hour. We are living out my dreams right now. But that's too much money, and it's because of the tax bug that's going on. $38 million from software, 24 from software, 38 from office. That's just a little unrealistic. Now, and I don't want to break the game, so I haven't touched it, because every time that I do touch it, it kind of fails. But we're gonna try something, and if the game burns down, then the game burns down, and we'll fix it and get back to keeping on. But we're gonna come into our taxes, and we're actually going to lower all of our taxes down to just 1%. Again, the reason for this is we're just making way too much money. So let's give back to our citizens. And if we go into our budget, we should still be positive. I believe we'll be positive. Yeah, expenses 9 million, revenues 10 million. So we should be slightly positive. Now we're only making 28,000 an hour, which is so much more reasonable than 2.4 million an hour. It's not even going anywhere. We might as well let the city flourish, right? And that hopefully also will help some of these buildings that aren't at level 5 reach level 5. Like, we don't have any high density buildings at level 5, and there's some really cool signature buildings that I want to get, and these need level 5 high density. So hopefully we'll start to see that happen. There's also some office buildings that would be cool. These look really interesting. Low density, we're almost at that one. And then there's these other ones. Yeah, I want to get some more high density. This one actually should be soon. And we got to place both of these too. That's not exactly what I wanted to show you today. I do want to do some other things. So we're seeing some garbage issues down here. We need to upgrade our recycling center. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a garage truck depot, because 15 out of 15 of our trucks are being used. So we're going to place this down. Perfect. The next thing I want to do is I want to up our processing speed. Right now it's 1,500 a month. This only ups it by 50 tons a month, which is not a lot, but we might as well do it. So unfortunately, we are going to have to put it, because we don't have any space over here. Both of these are like important buildings. They're not just zoned buildings. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to move this telecom building right over here, just like that. We're going to de-zone everything in here, and then we're actually going to take out High Street right here. Perfect. And then we'll add in the hazardous waste building, and this will help. Again, it honestly didn't really do anything, but we're going to put it in anyway, because our garbage is piling up, and we need some fixes wherever we can get them. The one thing that I did want to show you, oh my god, we should probably upgrade all of our buildings. Let's do that. And then let's do that. I don't know what these do. 5 post trucks, that will hopefully be good. And then mail sorting, so the sorting speed should go up. It did, awesome. Okay, so hopefully that helps. But what I wanted to show you was, if we come in, and in the last, I guess this was probably a few episodes ago, but we came in and all of our medium density in here, the streets were yellow. Now it's red. So medium density in these areas is really, really bad. Even over here, which is kind of wild, because this is all medium density over here. And then if we come into our mixed housing, this is also red. So all of this mixed housing that we just put in here is actually it's not suitable anymore. So we should consider, not right in this episode, but in the future, we should consider changing these into high density and maybe some offices as well. The reason why we'll probably have to add more offices is if we come into our info view and we come into our workplace availability, not our workplace availability, our population, our unemployment rate is 10.6%. That's pretty high. And if we look at our demand meters, we have 0 low density residential, which I'm actually really happy about. We have a medium demand for medium density, and then we don't really have a demand for high density. And then we have commercial, industrial, and office demand. So we should probably add some more offices in here. There are a few places that I'm going to go. I'm actually going to do right here because I think the offices that will spawn in this area are going to look cool. So we're going to take these out, make sure that none of these spawn on Forest Lane. None of that did. Amazing. And then Hopefully this comes in. Oh, this didn't even come in. And these, perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I just want to make sure none of them are on this road, but this parking lot is still good. Amazing. And we'll see how that looks. And we'll probably expand outwards from here. What I do want to do is, not that we need it, but these are unsuitable for medium density. I would like to change these into low rent housing. So large apartment buildings, because we don't really have any in our city. And I think that it would just be a good idea if I'm being honest with you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take out all of these buildings and we're going to put them into low rent. Perfect, just like that. And we'll take out the buildings as well. Make sure that they all spawn nicely. Perfect, just like that. And then we'll come back and we'll see how it looks. I know this is waterfront property. It's right by the college and university. This might not be the best, might not make the most amount of sense, but I like this area. And if we have like a little low density office, or sorry, low rent area, I just feel like that could be nice for the citizens of Twin Lakes. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, basically in the future, we're gonna have to start thinking about this area again, our downtown, which means we'll probably want to expand it as well. And this industrial area up here has been something that I've wanted to change for a really long time. We haven't been ready for it, but I feel like that time is nearing. And I'm really excited about that because I feel like we could make a really cool neighborhood up here. And that is just kind of exciting. The one thing though, is that if we come into our production, we are barely breaking even for wood. So we should probably think about another forestry industry somewhere. So looking at the map, I mentioned this in the last couple episodes, this area over here is great for forestry industry, and I think that is where we're going to move things along. This one's also good, but it's a little bit farther away from our city. And if we make our forestry industry over here, then that means that we can build this bridge out that we've wanted to build for a while and connect up City McCity Face over into downtowny. And I think that that is kind of gonna be where we go. If we come into our natural resources tab as well, we also have ore here. We don't have an ore mine anywhere. So I think that this could be a really good spot for an ore mine. And then we have obviously our two forestry industries over here. And that just kind of bring it all together. Really excited about that. So that is what we're going to be doing this episode. I'm going to come into our gravel roads as we begin this, and we're just going to kind of build roads around the industry that kind of makes sense. So I'm going to come into natural resources. We're going to come down into our ore industry, and we're just going to kind of build some roads through here. And I'm realizing we have to buy a bunch of tiles. Luckily, we have 144 of them, so we don't have to go easy, which is pretty exciting. So I think we're going to buy all of these right here, and then we'll take these out. There's a little tiny sliver right here, and I need to own it. So we're gonna buy this basically useless tile. Perfect, awesome. So now we can come in here with our roads, turn on our natural resources tab, and now we can build some roads in here. And we're just gonna kind of build them around this ore pocket. Perfect, just like that. And then we're gonna look at our forestry as well. This is not as dense, so I'm not worried about covering this entire area in forestry, but I do think like we have an opportunity to take all this land up here and then this land over here as well. So if we build some roads that kind of like come around here, and kind of grab as much of the dense forest as we can. Obviously, this is pretty dense as well. This would be a good area for a forestry industry, but it's ore, and that's the way it is. And then over here, we'll do the same kind of thing. So we'll have large roads that kind of go all the way around and try to take up as much area as we can. Amazing. So now we just have like the bones or the structure. And now we need to connect these roads. And I'm thinking about what these roads are and kind of where they go. And I think it would be nice to have one road that kind of connects up all of these industries with each other, and I think that's going to be this road right here. So I'm going to send this out straight, and then this road is going to curve in and probably meet up with this road, truthfully. So let's bring this guy down, and honestly we might bring this guy all the way to like here, and then we'll curve in to this road. It's a little bit too far, so we're going to cut the road off just a little bit more. Perfect, just like that, awesome. And then we'll curve in right over here. And we'll come over here as well. And there's a little bit of water on the land, so we'll have to make sure that we just miss that. Amazing, and then this road is gonna be the collector that we wanna use. So we're gonna send this straight out to here. And I'm thinking that I want this to connect up with this road right here. So we'll send this road out as well to like here. This road will come in right like there. And then we want to connect these up together. Perfect. And then these connect up with each other. And what we might do is we'll just probably send this road out to like here and then curve in. Perfect. And then these roads will curve in with each other. Amazing. And then we'll do the same thing over here as well. And some of these roads we might leave straight. Like I think this one makes a little bit of sense to leave straight like that. And then these roads will also go somewhere else, right? That's kind of the idea at least. So we'll put little nubs on either side. So we remind ourselves that we want to connect these up later down the road. And we'll do the same thing there as well. But these ones down here will be a little bit more curvy. And then these ones will go places because we'll probably realistically have residential on this side closer to the highway. And these roads can kind of act as like just roads that are different than, you know, the collectors to bring you down here. We'll send this one out. And then I think this one's going to curve in. I think that makes the most amount of sense. Perfect. But we'll leave this little nub right here. And honestly, maybe we just send this straight, just for a little bit of more connectivity. And then these two will connect with each other. Perfect. And then this road, this is our collector from the beginning. We're going to send this straight for now because I actually want to connect this up with over here. So I think I'm going to connect this up with Elk Street, to be honest with you. So we're going to send Elk Street out. We're going to upgrade this to be a gravel road. And then we're going to send this straight and it's going to connect up with this road right here. Perfect. And then this road, we can bring this down to meet up right here. So we have our bare bones of our industry. This is not going to have a forestry industry, although it's not like it wouldn't do well here. Maybe we will add one, but there's two reasons why I wanted to connect it up over here. One, we're going to make a few connections today, and I just want to add as many as possible. I don't want it to be a cul-de-sac at all, and this is just another easy connection that makes sense for this area, especially as this kind of grows out. And the main reason is now we're connected to power and water, which is just a really kind of easy thing. So let's start building our stuff. We're going to do our ore mine first, and I'm thinking we'll probably have to add 2 of these. So we'll bring this down and we'll put it probably like right here. And realistically, probably going to have to redo this. Perfect. And then we're going to do 1 more as well. So we'll do that like right here. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. And now we'll just connect these 2 guys up. Perfect. So they should both have water, electricity. Amazing. And now what we can do is we can come in here and we can make sure that their area tool fills up as much as we want. We are going to leave like half of these to both of them. So I'm going to bring this up probably to about here. And we'll leave the other side to the other business or, you know, whatever. And then we'll just fill in the area. Perfect, and we'll do the other side. We probably won't take all of this land just because there's no ore on this side. We can come down and kind of clean it up just like this. Perfection. We have this little area in here, and maybe what we'll do is honestly we could add just a little tiny bit of industrial. I don't know how that would look, but we'll leave it for now. It's not a big deal. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here with our forestry and we're going to do the same thing. We'll probably have to do 2 for each of these. This one might even need 3. Actually, maybe not. Let's do this one first. Well, what I'll do is we'll send this as far back as we can. So let's build out the road first. Perfect. And then we'll do the area tool. Perfect. And then we'll come up here, and this is quite a larger one. So let's see. We might be able to get away with just one, which is kind of nice. So let's do like up to here. Oh, and it seems like we're at the edge right here. So if we have to do 3, that's fine. If we can keep it to just 2, that's, I mean, personally, I think that's a little bit more ideal. Perfect. And then up here, we'll have to bring it in. Perfect, just like that. And then let's do the other one. Oh, we should be able to do just 2. Amazing. Amazing. Cool. We got all of it in here. Amazing. And then we'll just do this last one. We'll probably have to do 2 for this one as well, but that's okay. So we'll do the first one over here, probably like right there. And we'll do the other one over on the other side, just like right here. Cool. Let's grab our roads and make sure that these are connected up. And this one we'll have to replace. Perfection. All right, so let's just grab our area tool and we'll do this one as well. We'll have to see if we can fill this area in over here. We should be okay to do that. So perfect. Let's just come in here, create a couple nodes. Amazing. And now everywhere that we want has industry. Cool. These are still level 1, so they're operating pretty basic, but to be fair, they just have a dirt road into a very congested city, so I can't imagine that that's the easiest route. Probably takes a very long time, which means that we should add a highway connection. That way people can get in and out of here very, very quickly. So let's do that now. I'm thinking for the highway connection, let's turn on our contours and let's look at what we got. I think this is higher. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit higher. So I don't want to go there. This area is a little bit lower. So I'm thinking that this might be a better idea. So let's draw this over. We're going to come down. We'll come into I don't know if we can get over at a 6. No, we can't. We have to do a 7.5. Can we not? Oh, we can do a 6. Oh, no, we can't. It kind of like, if you look closely, we do a 6, it kind of like comes over, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I would rather it just be an easy 7 and then we don't even have to worry. It's just flat. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do a 7 over top. So we'll come to about here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this out a little bit farther, like here. And then we're going to come, actually, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take this node out. We are going to send this out farther, but we're going to come down 6.5. So I'm going to do a 4.1. That's going to be I'm going to aim for less than that, but that's going to be probably our steepest. We're going to do our continuous tool. We'll go up and then we're going to come as close to ground level as possible. This is 3.6. Let's actually do a 2.9. I think that works well, or even a 3.1. I think that's good. So we'll come here. Perfect. And then now we'll make our connections. So before we do that though, I'm going to upgrade all of these to be 3 lanes. Amazing. And now we'll come in with our continuous tool and we'll just make our way. Perfect. We'll upgrade these roads to be regular 2s. And then what we will do over here is we're gonna close this off a little bit earlier. Amazing. Cool. I love how easy it is to build interchanges in this game. It's absolutely incredible. We're gonna make this just slightly smaller. It looked a little bit unrealistic. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay, so from here, we're gonna come back into our 2-lane. We're at a 7.5 right now. We're gonna come down to a 6.25. We'll come out this far, and then we're gonna change into 4 lanes. At this point, we're gonna go down to the ground. This will probably get to here. I think that's pretty decent if I'm being honest with you. And then we'll come into our continuous, and we'll do the same thing that we did on the other side. We are gonna upgrade all of these to be 3 lanes. Fantastic. And then we'll come in at our 180s, and we'll probably actually, because this is going to be at 6.25, so what we'll have to do is come down like here. So this is we're coming down to 3.7, so we're at a 40 40 90 degree. Let's see if we can get that perfect on both sides, because I like symmetry. So it seems like our 90 degree is going to be 35 35. Honestly, there are worse things in the world. Amazing, perfect. Okay, so now we can come here and we can come down to the ground. We'll do a nice 3.5. Amazing, just like that. And we'll do our best to do the same on the other side. Flip it the other way. Amazing. We will upgrade this to be a 2, and then it goes into a 3 right like that. And I like the way that those, or the size of those lanes right now anyway. This is a little long, but it's symmetrical, and I think this is perfect right here. Amazing. The only thing that we are going to do is no left turns here. Cool. Perfect. And trumpet it's just so fast. It's amazing. Like, it's already done. So this road, I think this road, we're gonna make this a highway for now. We'll keep it in a 4-lane 2-way highway. But eventually it's going to be a collector, because there's going to be more development up here all along this way. And this will probably be our next big development spree is on this side of the highway, which is kind of exciting. So that means that this is not going to be a highway for long. So we're going to keep it as this 4-lane road, as opposed to doing two-lane one-ways and making the bridge, right? This will probably be a collector and it'll be good to go. It'll probably carry a lot of traffic in the future as well. So let's send this down, and we'll probably link up somewhere around here. I am noticing though, I think we need to buy a few more tiles. So let's buy these. Maybe a little overkill, but that's fine. We literally have 120. We're fine. We're good to go. But we are going to send this road down over here. I'm just thinking about where we want this bridge to be. I think what could be a good idea, we're going to use our 4-lane tied arch bridge. I was thinking about using one of our grand bridges, like the Golden Gate would be really cool. The problem is it's a little too short. So if we're going to do this might be too much. And I'll readily admit it. If you think we should use the Golden Gate Bridge, let me know. But in real life, the Golden Gate Bridge spans like 1.7 miles or something. That's pretty far. This is less than 1 kilometer. It would be more appropriate to span like that far, right? Which is ridiculous. Or even if we were to do something in the future, this far. That makes a little bit more sense than this tiny little bridge right here. So we're not going to use the Golden Gate Bridge. We've already used the Grand Bridge, which honestly is a shame because this would be a really cool spot for a Grand Bridge. But I feel like adding 2 of those might just look funny. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to do a regular 4-lane arch bridge. But we are going to bring that over right now. So let's send it to about, let's see if we can get it to be completely flat. That looks kind of dumb. This is pretty close, 0.3. Yeah, we'll put that in right like here. I like that we kind of go over this little area right here. I think that's kind of neat. And then this will link up here. So we'll send our highway down, and now we kind of know where we want our highway to link up. Unfortunately, we don't have any, like these are 1-lane highways, 3-lane, 4-lane, 5-lane. We don't have any highway bridges, which hopefully in the expansion we get some, but it is what it is. It's fine. So we'll send this out a little bit. So it turns into highway once you cross the bridge, which I think is fine. And then now these two need to link up with each other. This would not be the worst thing in the entire world if there was not a lake right there. And maybe what we do then is we cut this road back a bit, like to here, and we see if this makes a little bit more sense. So let's grab this and let's see if we can get. We can't really. So maybe what we do, let's send this out straight a bit to like here, and we'll cut this road down, so don't even worry about it. But we'll take this road and we'll send this out until we get there, and then we'll bring it in like right about there. Perfect. And then we can take this guy out. And now we have this nice sweeping highway that comes all the way through here. We kind of say hello to this little lake, and then we keep going down. I feel like that looks really, really nice, to be honest with you. Cool. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect up some of these roads. So these roads can both come in here. We might even do this as well. So let's just start with that. We'll come into our small roads, we'll come into our gravel roads, and we'll send these down, and they'll just connect up at a 90 degree with the highway, which might be dangerous, but it is what it is, you know? Let's actually we'll make our own 90 right here. Perfect. And then we'll send this road back a bit, and then this road will curve in. But that way we have like a nice, easy, safe 90 degrees right here. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And then we'll do the same thing right up here. So we'll let's send this road out straight a bit, actually. And we'll grab like right here, for example. And then this road will come in, connect up there. Perfect, perfect. And then these roads, I'm not in a huge rush to connect these roads up to the highway. It is a highway, so we shouldn't have too many connections. When this changes into, you know, a collector, then we can kind of worry about that. But for now, I think it's fine. I do want to see, this is going to be an absolutely crazy bridge. It's going to be so busy, and maybe a 6-lane would be a good idea, to be honest with you. It is going to get very, very, very busy over here, but I think it's going to look good if we're being honest with each other. Cool. So I want to check how our production is. We have a 500-ton surplus of wood forestry. Our ore, we have a surplus. We were at a deficit before. That's kind of nice. We are at quite the surplus for oil. We should probably think about that. And then we have a few things I want to see. So we're at a 500 surplus. Let's build a forestry industry in here. We'll probably have to add 2, and we'll see what we'll do over here because it's a little bit less so. Let's grab, what are one of these trees? What's this? This is a spruce. What are these? These are pine. Okay, so let's grab some pine. And let's sprinkle some pine in here, because you can't plant in a forestry industry already, but there's less trees in here. So I think it makes a little bit of sense to put the pine in. This is what we did in our first forestry industry, if you watched that episode. And we have something in here. That is so cool. It's a little stone monument. That's actually super cool. Okay, so let's come into our forestry and let's place this down. So this, we're already at a 500-ton surplus. So let's see how high we can get it. Let's put this down like right here. Amazing. Oh, and we got a paper factory. That's fun. How big is this guy? It's huge. I wonder if we can fit this. Oh my God. We could fit it right here. Let's talk about that in the future, because this is already our place over here. How many does it tell you? It does not. I want to place this down super fast, and I want to see how many employees it takes. 1,000. Okay, that's fine. Let's take this out. So it's still here. Amazing. Okay, let's build this. I was just a little bit excited about that. I apologize. We'll bring this in. We'll come down here. We'll square up here, and then let's grab our area tool. And we'll half this off. So we'll come up to, let's come up to like here, and we'll come over to about there. Perfect. And we can also always come back if we still have room. Perfect, and we'll add the other one as well. Let's see, I wonder if it'll tell us what our surplus is. 581. Okay, so this added quite a bit. It's probably not done growing as well, but we'll add this in. Let's put this in like right here. Perfect, awesome. And whatever this stone monument did not like what we just did. Tough. We're not gonna take out the stone monument, don't worry. Perfect, and we'll come in here and we'll do the same thing to our area tool. inspection. So let's see what our production is now. So we're at a 561 surplus. It should probably go up, which is nice. That probably means that we can kind of take out some of these guys. I wish there was a way to look at this specific company and see how much wood that it actually produces. Like, you can't do that. 685. Okay, so we're at a lot. So I'm not going to take these out just quite yet, but just knowing that now we can take this out and we can name this the old industrial area, and it will be like a new area, which will be kind of fun. I do want to look at our ground pollution really quickly. Okay, so we're safe over here. We will be safe over there. Amazing. Cool. And now for this area, I think it could be kind of interesting if we had some industrial buildings along here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this road and we're going to send it back on this side. Amazing. We're going to grab our area shape tool and we're going to bring it all the way to the road. And now that means that over here, we can just have a little bit more density of industrial. So we'll see how this looks over here. If we don't like it, we don't have to have it. But I just think it would make a little bit of sense, right? You have a lot of industry over here. We can add a little bit here and that might help out a bit. Cool. So we are starting to see our traffic jam over here. If it gets really bad, we can add a little roundabout, which actually oh wow, it is actually pretty bad. We have a lot of people that are trying to cross over. It seems like both cars and regular people. So one thing that we wanted to do that we didn't get around to, and we were going to do it as soon as we built this, was a bus line from our major station all the way over into our City McCity face. So let's do that right now. Let's come into our bus lines, our bus line tool, and we should have one more spot here if I remember correctly. We do. How fantastic. So we'll make a new bus route from here, and this will just be a bus that just goes one way, and we'll bring it all the way over here, and it will come all the way back. Perfect. So let's open this guy up. Our buses, bus line 13, and we're going to call this Downtowny. Awesome. And let's change the color of that because that's not an awful color. How are other colors looking? Let's do green because I don't think we have a green. We do have green. Schoolies. We just have all the colors already. That's fine. It's given it 6 buses because it's so long probably. Oh, 11. Let's put that down to 5. Let's also use electric buses. And then, yeah, we'll watch over here. It is obviously starting to be busy, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. One place that I did want to add a roundabout was over here. This has been busy and it will continue to be busy for the foreseeable future. So let's come in here with a roundabout and just add one in. We are going to have to take out these 2 buildings, but that's just tough. That's just the way it is. And this should help this area. I want to, before we come in here and we change all these high rent signs, I do want to come in here and look at how our low density is looking. And it was abandoned because small homes. That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of the point. It's also very far from the elementary school. So that could be an interesting thing to do in the next one, is building an elementary school in this area to kind of serve over here because it is red. And if we are going to increase the density over here, it would be nice to have another elementary school because we only have one in the downtown and it is packed. It would make a lot of sense because I don't think we have another. We have one here, one here, one here. Yeah, we definitely should add one and we could probably put it in like right over here. Honestly, I think we do it right now. So let's de-zone all of this. Unfortunately, let's de-zone all this, take out Birdsong Street. We're going to take out all these buildings, and then we're going to place our elementary school in here. And I'm thinking about a frontage road. I want to be able to add the children's clinic. So I don't think we're going to have a frontage road, but we could just have it like right here because it kind of looks like a frontage road. And let's come in here. We're going to be adding the extension to it. This does not fit anywhere, which is frustrating. Let's see what happens if we move it over. It does fit if we move it over. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Do we leave it on this side or the other side? Closer to the fire station or farther away? Closer to the fire station. Let's add this guy right here. Perfect. And then we're gonna add a park. Amazing. We could just fill it up with parks because it is like a city school. No, I don't think we will. But what we will do is we will put more parks on the other side. Else this would just be like office space, which I'm not necessarily against, or other, high density kind of use cases. Again, not necessarily against. Yeah, look at all the people that just got kicked out of their homes. Sucks to suck, dude. Yeah, let's add some small little parks in here. I mean, we already have so many parks over here. We really don't need any. I want to put something here that makes like a city service that kind of makes sense over here, because I don't want it to just be bare. We could add some paths over here and make it a park. Yeah, let's just do that actually. The other option was a large emergency shelter. We have 100% availability. We only have 50,000 capacity. If we were to add this, we would double our capacity. We still wouldn't serve our entire city, but we would serve a major portion of it. We have 2. How much do these do? Oh, these are only 25, so it wouldn't even get to 100%. I do feel like we would just be placing it here for fun. But I mean, I feel like I'm also fine with that. So let's actually place it here. And now we have another one of these emergency shelters, which is nice. And then we will still be able to add a path back here. And then we'll plant some trees around here. Perfect. So this elementary school already completely packed, which I just find really funny. And I do want to look at these guys. These guys are much happier, reliable healthcare. They're close to a school. They do have small homes, but you're living in a low rent house. Like, what do you want from me, dude? These are still open lots. We need more medium density. That's the one thing that we need. We also need offices, but that is for a later date. The last thing that we're going to do, just super fast, is I'm going to come in here and fix all these high rent signs by upgrading them to our European density homes. And then that should be everything. This is also, whoa, awful. Probably because our land value. That might be the bug. Not important. We're going to come in here and we're going to fix these up. Oh, and both of these medium density row homes are screaming about high rent. That means that this can be our first placed medium density unit, which is kind of fun. So let's place that down and we'll continue on our journey. I'm also noticing we have a lot of vacant lots. It's probably because it's unsuitable to live here. Like, yeah, we're seeing homes destroyed, which is a little extra if I'm being honest with you. Here's some row homes. One of these is screaming at us, so we won't change it. This is a row home as well. And perfect. That is everything for today. Guys, if you made it this far, whoa, we have some crazy traffic. Oh no. I think we turn off the light here. Yeah, crazy traffic. This highway is much busier than I thought it would be, but that's good. That means that this connection was needed, and I'm glad that we finally connected up City McCity Face with the rest of our build. This is good. This is good. This traffic is good. Guys, if you made it this far and you liked the video, like the video. If you loved the video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? Subscribe down below. Let me know in the comment section what you think of our new industry. I'm liking it. I think it looks cool, but let me know what you think. Do you like the bridge? Is the traffic ridiculous? Let me know. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.